In October, our group selected as our project the flood-proofing project proposal submitted by the Friends of the Napa River. I'll give a little background on this proposal. The Friends of the Napa River, along with the Redevelopment Agency of the City of Napa and the Coalition of Urban Streams, received a grant from the Office of Emergency Services to conduct some flood-proofing initiatives. One of the initiatives is to present a flood-proofing fair for local businesses. It is this fair that the Friends of the Napa River asked LNV to conduct. The purpose of the flood-proofing fair is to introduce local business people to methods of flood-proofing other than sandbagging. It is generally felt that sandbagging is not conducive to retaining customers nor to bringing in new customers. When shoppers go downtown and see sandbags on the sidewalks and sandbags piled up by the buildings, they get an impression that the downtown is under siege by the weather. Alternative flood-proofing methods, such as door dams, which are built into the building and can be set up in a short period of time, are preferable to sandbags. Even though Measure A has passed, local businesses will still have to use flood-proofing techniques until all of the changes called for in Measure A are in place. And I know we've had a celebration for it, but we will still need what we're going to show you here tonight. It is our hope that the flood-proofing fair is a vehicle to educate local business people to various methods of flood-proofing that they can use until the town itself has been flood-proofed. Tonight, we will introduce you to the types of information and demonstrations we will be presenting at the flood-proofing fair. This fair will be held in downtown Napa during the Chef's Market on Friday, May 29th. First off, we will show you a video which our group produced. In this video, you will see a demonstration of a door dam. This door dam will also be demonstrated at the flood-proofing fair. Jesus, will you run the video, please?
Before I run the video, I just want to ask that everyone uses some of the imagination, because there is plenty, we do have plenty of imagination, but basically the door jamb is attached to the doorway. So as you're looking, the posts are attached to the door. So as you watch that video, just keep that in mind.
Introducing the first door dam demo by Leadership Napa Valley and Friends of the River.
Yes.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Hi.
Good to see you. We've just heard on the radio that the flood is coming.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, you're going to have to
leave. You're going to have to
I was
leave.
just getting out right away.
Well, actually, we're going to be just fine.
We're really?
Yeah, we've got our door dam all ready to go.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to let you know.
But thanks.
Okay.
Thanks
so
a lot.
much. All right. You take care.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. We better go get it out, huh? Okay.
Was it a nice for her to tell us that?
Yeah, that's great. And, you know, it's just wonderful that we can
We had to
do this and
one.
so we can use. You know, it will keep the water out.
Raining really hard.
Yeah. We're going to be nice and safe and dry.
No problem. It's too bad they don't have one themselves, so they won't be worried about
I
it.
know. Well, we may have to put up a lot of people once this is over because they won't be able to go back to their houses. Okay. Well, I think we're all set.
Great.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Light a fire.
Why not?
Look at all those fishies. Look at all those fish. Oh, we're so lucky to be nice and warm and dry inside.
Yeah, the water's really coming up. I'm glad we put that dam door in place.
Look at all those fish. I can't believe it. Oh, look at our flood. It's filling up our little pool here. Check out the side. Good thing we have this door here. drifts, but nothing compared to what we shoot out the door dam. Boy, we're awfully thankful we have this, that we have this great group to show us what to do in case of a flood. And we have with us Judith Sears at Friends of the Napa River and Roger Bray, who is the engineer who helped design our door dam. Judith, you want to give a little briefing on why we have door dams?
Yes, a couple of years ago, FEMA and the Office of Emergency Services had a grant that they offered to the City of Napa and a local nonprofit to fund door and window dams for businesses in the community, because one of the big complaints about the financial losses was not only the loss during a flood of the contents of a business, the merchandise, and the structure, but the loss, economic loss, due to the appearance of sandbags out front of their businesses for months at a time, and that this discouraged the tourists, this discouraged business in the downtown area. So we thought, well, what can we do? There must be an alternative to sandbags. And so through all the research we've done with everybody that's helped us with Leadership Napa Valley, we have become experts on door and window dams and other methods of flood proofing, and found that it is very difficult to draw together all the information that's needed, and it took a lot of work for us to do it. So we compiled that information to make it easier for the businesses to do it for themselves.
Thank you, Judith. And Roger, would you like to explain maybe how we got this door dam, and who designed it, and where we got the idea for it?
Yeah, hi, I'm Roger Bray. I was approached by Judith Sears and Leadership Napa Valley, and also Friends of the Napa River, to help design the fixture to help test our door dam concept. We did a lot of research with a lot of information from FEMA, and also went around town interviewing businesses, Shannon Beavers. Also, there are several other locations that we looked at door dams, and decided that this was the best approach for the downtown businesses, and we wanted to demonstrate it. So we approached Shannon Beavers and made a design, and this is what we have: a nice, wonderful door dam to protect us from those raising high waters and floods that inundate Napa every 5 to 7 years. And so that's it.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for your work, and we look forward to the next flood.
So it doesn't record like 3 times. Wait. Ready, take one.
Who says there's no time for relaxation in Leadership Napa Valley? Here's your dinosaur in Leadership Napa Valley.
And now, we have Lenore, who will present some photos of downtown businesses which have installed door dams.
This winter, while we were in danger of having some real flooding, we decided we'd take advantage of that to see what some people in the community have actually done to try to flood-proof their businesses. So Krista and I went out and took some photographs of businesses that had constructed some door dams. These posters, which I know you can't see very well from there, but they'll be out if you want to look at them afterwards, have pictures of the dams in place and some of the methodologies that were used to do them. Our intention with this, these will be on display at our floodproofing fair, and is to demonstrate that we have some local expertise in Napa about constructing these, and we have some resources right here. The businesses featured are the Napa Valley Exposition, John Beavers Welding and Steel. He is actually the one who built the door dam, the demonstration door dam for us. Napa Valley Economic Development Corporation, Yeah, Napa Valley Dance and the Carruthers Building, which is a county building. So these will be out on May 29th, and you're welcome to look at them afterwards if you're interested.
Thank you. Jill will now discuss a letter, which is an invitation that we will be sending to Napa merchants this Friday, 2 days from now, inviting them to the fair. She will also discuss the checklist, which will be included in the brochure we are preparing for the local merchants. We will have some handouts for you after our presentation, and you can see some samples of our work.
Thank you, Violet. Violet mentioned we are going to be holding a floodproofing fair on May 29th at the Chef's Market in downtown Napa. We have sent out over 200 invitations to the local businesses in the flood zone area. We will have available to give out a guide to floodproofing, which will consist of a checklist for each business to complete to help assess their unique needs. It will ask them to identify the type of building that they have, either masonry or frame, and whether dry floodproofing or wet floodproofing is the best method to use. It should help them in making their decisions about what is the best way to protect their building, and also help answer questions should they hire a consultant to help. There are also many other types of floodproofing available, and Bart will discuss them in a few minutes. So please come by on May 29th, and you'll get a complete look at the information we have compiled. And as Violet said, we will have this information for you to look through later on this evening. So thank you.
And now Krista will go over some of the resources which will be included in the brochure. And again, your handout includes a list of resources she will be discussing.
So we've also included in our floodproofing booklet a list of resources available to local businesses to gather more information. On this list are some organizations that we've contacted and that local organizations can also contact. We will also provide some architects and some construction companies that design and build some floodproofing alternatives, some vendors that have floodproofing accessories, some of the local businesses that have already implemented some floodproofing devices, and finally some websites and written material available for the local businesses.
Bart will now tell us about some other floodproofing products.
One of the things we were really missing the boat on, so to speak, in Napa Valley was the concept that floodproofing can be fun. We don't want just a little bit of water to scare off all the tourists during the peak season here, so we had to rely on our company we found on the internet for some inspiration. It's called the New Pig Company, and PIGS is an acronym that stands for Partners in Grime, and these people are the absolute pioneers in taking a dirty subject and making it tons of fun. So we found some products that help with the aesthetic qualities of the flooding process. For example, the new Pig Special, the Spill Water Dike, for the 4-inch floods, which actually seem to cause most of the damage in basements and other areas. We also found that some of our businesses were having to plug up their drains with concrete, and that's not only aesthetically not good, but when you need the drain to do what it's there to do, where is it? So we have the patented Drain Snout. It's right in your drain. It's completely floodproof, and it can be removed. Other good stuff, we have the patented Flood Spill Kit, the Absorbent Point Sock, and of course, while you're putting all this stuff around your business, you got to look like you're having a good time and being festive, so we have the pig hats, both the front and back end of the pig, depending on your proclivities. So, next time it floods in Napa, we're going to be ready.
Like to take this time to say how much we enjoyed working with Judith Sears, whom you did see on the video, and the Friends of the Napa River, and she's a representative of that organization, as well as local businesses. It really was a group effort. We hope that the materials we have assembled, which you will be able to pick up and I will give to you in a few minutes, will be useful, or you'll be able to see samples of. We hope the materials that we have assembled truly will be useful to Napa business for years to come, because the brochures that we have completed will be somewhat larger than the samples we're giving you. After our fair, the materials will be available at the City of Napa Public Works Department at 1600 First Street.
So rise and shine and flood-proof your business, business. Rise and shine and flood-proof your business, business. Rise and shine and flood-proof your business, business.
Citizens of Napa.